Hi everyone, Coach Rob made an excellent video on the lack of coverage for their 2025 World Athletics Championships and quite frankly, for US track and field in general. I know I haven't been active on this channel for a while, but one of the reasons I'm back is because I caught a glimpse of the coverage on the news. Yes, on the news. And honestly, that's sad if you're getting it from the news and not from the actual event host sponsors on the network. Yes, the lack of attention on track and field in the United States is very disappointing. I remember subscribing to NBC Online just to watch all the track and field events a few years ago. But let me tell you something, the stream was so unstable. It felt like I was watching it from a third world country. And so I had to cancel my subscription because it was so bad. And I don't recommend any of you guys to get the online streaming service of track and field because that was trash at least a few years ago. Hopefully it's better now, but that's what I have found to be true. That shows how poorly, again, coverage has been handled. So here are my thoughts. Track and field coverage needs to become more decentralized. Let me explain what that means. If major networks underperform in coverage or marketing, then don't go after YouTubers or attendees who are simply capturing media and sharing it on social media platforms and posting your ideas or thoughts. Instead, track and field body, encourage it. Yes, USA Track and Field, encourage it. I also believe track and field organizations themselves should share more behind the scenes content, whether it's practice footage, training clips, or even highlights. If they can't always stream events live, which is fine, especially in the D2, D3 level. This would help build momentum and keep the sport in front of fans. I have seen so many channels, and I'm talking about YouTube channels in the past, flagged or taken down just for posting a few seconds of footage. And I'm not saying copy entire broadcast and post it on YouTube or whatever, Instagram or X. Yes, that kind of goes too crazy. But a short clip for commentary purposes should be fair. At the end of the day, content creators are becoming the new media that supports track and field and the fans we love. I also recall that the World Athletics Conference once had an incubator program where creators could download and reuse some of your clips without fear of being flagged or if you don't know what flag means, it means your content taken down or it cannot reach the advertising compensation of YouTube. So yes, it might be worth revisiting that idea. I'm not sure if WAC still has that special incubator program, but that's something that I'm looking to check out in the future for clips and such to reuse. Overall, get decentralized, and overall, coverage of track and field in the US is lacking and it feels disrespectful. And I don't expect the big networks to change anytime soon. Hey, the reason they probably don't want to capture track and field, they make money from the other sports, basketball, football, baseball. I get it. I myself, I played some of those sports, but guys, I hated those sports. I loved running track and field because it was all dependent on me. It was all dependent on what I could do on the track. I had no team members to rely on. So that's the independent spirit of track and field, aside for the relays. All right. That's why it's up to us as content creators and as fans to keep sharing, reacting, and talking about these events online. So shout out to Coach Rob for bringing that up. And again, at the end of the day, it's about supporting the athletes and keeping this sport alive. Have a great day. Bye.